I am presenting the NCAA men's basketball tournament statistics from 2008 through 2022. I'll be answering the question, do the best seeds go furthest in the tournament? My name is Robert Nightingale. This presentation is partial fulfillment of the requirements for the class Data 620, Section 9040, Spring 2023 term for Professor Carrie Beam, University of Maryland Global Campus. The NCAA tournament consists of 68 teams competing in single elimination rounds, and starting with 4 regions. Each region has a ranking called seeds, and you can see in this year that the 4 teams that are ranked in the top seed are Alabama, Houston, Kansas, and Purdue. Every year this distribution changes depending on who wins their conference and how well they did throughout the season. If we take a look back, you can see that these names do move around a bit. And in 21, you can see that the top seeded teams are Baylor and Gonzaga. Baylor and Gonzaga have been pretty good teams in other years as well, since they're also seed 2 this year for Baylor and seed 3 for Gonzaga. Analyzing how that these teams fare, you can see that the teams that are seeded first do tend to win the entire tournament. There are notable exceptions in years 2011, 2014, and 2016, with Connecticut with these 2 years and Villanova for this year. The trend lines that I applied looking at the ratio between seeds and team rounds were exponential. That is because the seeds are sequential, and the rounds that the teams go out on are in powers of 2. And you can see for most of the years, the intersection or the intercept of the lines are below 8. Looking at the same sort of information, figure 4, this is where those 3 years where a seed other than the first seed won the tournament, you have an intercept of this trend line that's above rounds of 8. And if you take a look at this is 2014 was a very unusual year because you had a 7th seed playing against an 8th seed in the finals. Now, taking this information and taking a look at predictions, we have these are the same teams that were winners of the various years, and taking a look at how we're estimating what they're going to how they're going to exit the tournament. Kansas was the winner last year. The forecast is that they will probably end the tournament between the round of 8 and the round of 16 here. Duke, you can see that they'll probably end the tournament in the Sweet 16. Let's go ahead and take a look at a different year. Okay, so if we take a look at the those teams that were in the first seed of 22, it looks like Baylor and Gonzaga are on the right trajectory. Gonzaga in particular, in 21, they were in the finals and didn't win, but they were in the finals, and also in 2017. And our forecast is that they will once again be in the finals this year. That is my presentation, a quick look of seeds with relation to how teams do in the men's basketball tournament for the NCAA. I got my data from the Kaggle website, and the repository was the March Madness data maintained by Nishan Amin.